What's up guys, it's Prod, and today we're doing a video that's kind of different. I have finally finished the Danganronpa series. I was avoiding V3 for the longest time because I just didn't want the journey to end. The Danganronpa series is a series that's very dear to me, and I have just had a long journey with it. I've been enjoying the series so much, and I am kind of sad that it's over. But to celebrate it, I've decided to do a tier list. But let's get this out of the way, alright? Everybody has different opinions on characters, alright? I may not like your characters, and you may not like my favorite characters, but that's fine. I will also have some thoughts on the series that you may or may not agree with. They may be harsh to you, or maybe they won't be and you just agree with it, but let's get into the list. Okay, and also I forgot to say that this is just going to be from the first Danganronpa, the second one, and the third. We will avoid Ultra Despair Girls because, well, for one, I didn't play it. I just watched it. And also, we're just not gonna do that. You know, we try to avoid talking about that game altogether. So I think people will be fine with that. All right. So first on this list, we have Akane, right? I think she was okay. She really reminded me of Hina. Funny story. Whenever I first saw her in 2, I thought the characters in 2 were going to be like the kids of the characters from the first game, and I thought she was Heroes and Hina's kid. But I think she was just okay. You know, she was a fun character. I think she can go to C. I don't think she's anything too crazy or anything too bad. Now, okay, now Angie, bro. Angie, I have this clip on TikTok and on my YouTube where I was bashing her. I'm not gonna lie, I was bashing her ass. Kill her! Somebody kill this bitch! But I think she was good for her role, so I think she deserves to go in C as well. I don't think she's bad, I don't think she's particularly good either, so she can go in C. Hina, she goes in C too. Well, C is filling up pretty fast. Alright, and Byakuya, he deserves an A right now. We may change that to S later on. Celeste, I love her. I see a lot of people don't actually like her, which is surprising to me. Well, I guess I can see why people don't like her, but I like her. I'll put her in A for now. She may change a little bit later as well. Chiaki, easy S. Easy S for Chiaki, bro. Chihiro, you know what? I'll put Chihiro in B. She deserves it. She can go to B. Fuyuhiko, right? The gangster. Little gangsta. I forgot who called him that from Danganronpa 2. He goes to C as well. I didn't really like him. He was okay. I didn't have a problem with him, but I just don't think he was that good personally. Gonta's best boy. Gonta deserves to be. I'll put Gonta A. Now Tanaka. Tanaka, you can go B. You're pretty good. I liked you. You know, I'll put you ahead of Chihiro for now. Hajime, go to A. Go to A, Hajime. You can. Maybe he goes in front of Byakuya, may change that later too. Hifumi, my first F. Fucking despise Hifumi, bro. I did not like Hifumi at all. Himiko, I did not like Himiko at first, but she grew on me. I grew to love her so much. She can go to B. Is it Hiyoko? I think Hiyoko's her name. She's the gummy bear girl. She can go to C. I know people hate her too, but I didn't particularly hate her. I thought she was funny. Ibuki, A. She may go to S later on. I fucking love Ibuki. Junko, she deserves an A. She may go to S later on because she basically sets off the entire series. Everything in 2. 1, of course, because she was the main villain in that. And 3, she was... Well, we'll talk about that later. Kaede, she goes S. Absolutely loved her, bro. I talked about this on stream so many times. Kaede, she was only the main character for like 4 hours, right? But she for sure had the best personality out of all the characters, bro. I don't give a fuck. We saw more personality out of her than we did out of Hajime, Makoto, and Shuichi. You know, fuck it, and Shuichi. Kaede, bro. If we had more time with her, she would have easily been a fan favorite. I mean, she already is, but she would have been like the best MC hands down to me. So she goes S, easy for me. Kaito, he goes A. That's an easy A. Kaito's such a good character, bro. Soda goes B. After watching his FTEs, I think he's pretty cool. Kibo, I used to hate on Kibo so much, but at the end of 3, bro, I think he deserves A. I'm surprised how many people are in A already. I have to switch some of those. Kirumi, you can go B. She was interesting. She disappointed me in the end, honestly. Don't get me wrong, I knew that what her objective was. I knew her objective was important, but it was kind of selfish, I think. And I think everybody was kind of too forgiving of her for just trying to kill to get on her own, because she had no idea what was going on in the real world. So I think she deserves to be B. I forget his name, bro, but I didn't really like him. He goes to D for me. I know that's gonna make some people mad, but you got my boy Kokichi, easy S. He was the best part of V3 for me. He was fucking awesome. I really think that he was, it's a hot take, he was better than Junko to me. I know he wasn't the main big bad. He was an antagonist. He wasn't the villain. He was just an antagonist to Shuichi and the rest of the gang. But in hindsight, he wasn't. He was trying to help everybody. But I do think that he's just better, bro. I think he's better than Junko. He should have been the mastermind, honestly, in the end. But he wasn't. He's still a very good character to me. He goes S, easy S. Korikyo. All right, I have a love-hate relationship with Korikyo. Apparently, he was groomed by his sister, so that's why he did all the bad things that he did. But I still just can't forgive what he did, bro. And it still was a pretty weird relationship that he had with his sister. So I'm gonna have to put him at D for now. B, we'll put you the back of C, actually. Maybe we'll put him D later. Kyoko Kirigiri, my first character in Danganronpa that I just fell in love with, bro. She was so good. She goes S for me too. Leon, you go D, buddy. I don't think I know enough about you, but you were the first one to kill somebody. Even though it was in self-defense, you know, you still try to, so nah. Mahiru, I think her name's Mahiru, right? The redhead, she was the photographer. You can go to Don't Know Enough, because I hear a lot of people say her FTEs are really good, so I'm gonna have to watch those later. Maki, S character. Fucking love Maki, bro. Her relationship with Kaito was probably the best in Danganronpa history. Aside from Chiaki and Hajime, and they were just always, it was always hinted at that Chiaki and Hajime had a relationship, but it was never like confirmed, at least in the game, right? That they had real feelings for each other. But Maki and Kaito, bro, they were confirmed to have like feelings for each other, like for real. And I've never met someone as stubborn as you before. And I've never fallen for someone. And I really love their relationship, and Maki grew so much, bro, from the beginning of the game to the end. I always thought her design was cool, and I always rocked with her, but I absolutely loved her. She deserves S, easy S. I debate about Makoto a lot, bro. He's a good character, but he has some flaws, I'll say that. He will go, for now, he will go at the top of B. He's really good, though. Mikan, fuck you. You go D. Miyu, I liked her before she tried to murder Kokichi. It's not just because I like Kokichi. Her reasoning for trying to kill him was kind of whack. Because, you know, even if she did kill him, everybody else would die, you know? So he said she wanted to kill Kokichi because she couldn't waste all of her time in here with her talent, because she could help, like, the entire world. But I feel like that was really selfish. So she goes to the back of C. But before that, she probably would have been A for me. Okay, I remember Mondo. I didn't really like Mondo either. I didn't like how he killed Chihiro. I feel like that was some fucking bitch shit. Alright, Mukuro Ukusaba, I'm gonna say I don't know enough. Nagito, easy S for my boy. He deserves that. One of the most intricate characters in Danganronpa history. Absolutely love that guy. When I saw him in UDG, whenever I watched somebody play it on YouTube, I was like, this guy, he's just fucking everywhere. He's always stirring up something, bro. He's one of the best characters in the game. You know what? We're gonna put him ahead of Maki for now. Kokichi, you can go ahead of, okay, Kaede, you'll probably be right here. You're still an S, but the other people, they have just way more time, and they can, you know, they have a better understanding of just in Danganronpa. I forget his real name. I always just call him Mekamaru. Mekamaru, you can go C. No, actually D. He's cool, I guess. You know, he motivates people, but he's just there for me. Pekoyama, I don't really know enough, but also her, didn't really like her from what I've seen. She did kill somebody. Her design's cool. The idea of her is cool, Rantaro Amami. I want to put him S. I don't know quite enough about him. I don't even know if you would know a lot about him through like his FTEs, because he literally died first, but he's gonna go A. But from what we know from V3 about Rantaro, he was so cool, bro. He should have lasted longer for sure. But I understand that the plot wouldn't have moved forward if he didn't die like he did, so I'm gonna have to just put him A. But he died first and he's A. That's still pretty fucking crazy. Ryoma, you can go C. I didn't have to think about that. I didn't really care for him at all. He's cool, I guess, you know, but Sakura, you can go next to Hina, because I really didn't care for how they did that, bro. Because Hina, that was really selfish of Hina, bro. I should put her D, but I'm not gonna do that because I did like her a little bit. But it was so selfish what she did. She was gonna kill everybody just because Sakura killed herself. I can understand if it was for Byakuya and Hiro, because, you know, they didn't, or even Toko, because they wanted her to, they didn't want her to die, but they were scared of her. They didn't want her to explain herself, and that's basically what led her to kill herself, because everybody didn't trust her anymore. And then Hina wanted everybody to die because of that, so her and Hina go C. If it wasn't for that moment, they'd probably go higher for me, but they both are lumped in together. Fuck that. Sayaka, I'ma say don't know enough, I guess. We don't know how she really felt about Makoto. Well, people think that she manipulated him. I say that I think she had to feel some kind of way about him. I think she felt something. It's just the killing game fucked her head up, so I'm gonna say I don't know enough, but I think she gets unwarranted hate, so she goes don't know enough, like I said. Shuichi, you can go S, Shuichi. You're pretty good. He was my favorite, like, real main character, besides Kaede isn't really a real main character. She was just the main character for the prologue. Shuichi, he was really good, bro. I love Shuichi. I think he's for sure over Hajime and Makoto. Well, I think they grow as well, but I think Shuichi just grew a lot more than them. In my opinion, he had a lot, bro. He went through a lot. He lost Kaede, Kaito. Those were his two main people. Makoto, he lost Sayaka, sure, but he had Kyoko. Kyoko was his girl for the entire run, basically. And Hajime, he had Chiaki, but honestly, for me, that was really it, right? He was friends with the other people too, but he wasn't like super close to my recollection, right? Besides Chiaki, the other people he was friends with, but he wasn't nowhere near as close as Kaede and fucking Kaito to Shuichi. I think 3 built relationships the best out of all the games, and Shuichi, I felt the worst for Shuichi. Sonya, I'm gonna put Sonya B, because the more I watch and rewatch stuff, the more I just care for Sonya. She's cool, but I will say this again, I think the ending cast for Danganronpa 2 was pretty mid. They just had so many characters they could have chose to end it with, you know? Tenko, I didn't like her until the trial where she died. I think it was trial 3, right? She can go B. I didn't like her that much until that trial. Now this, I forget his name. I'm gonna just put him F. I really didn't fuck with him. I didn't like him at all. Toko, she goes A. I know I said about UDG and we don't really care for UDG, but Toko, she grew so much in that game, bro. If it wasn't for UDG, she would probably be C or D. I really didn't fuck with her when I saw Danganronpa 1. I think she's really cool. She grew a lot. I love her relationship with Kamaru. I don't really like Kamaru as a main character too much. I think she's pretty mid. But I really think that Toko grows so much. I mean, don't get me wrong. She still is like obsessed with Byakuya. And she will do anything for him. But we actually see more of her personality, more insight towards her. And see her develop her feelings towards Kamaru as a friend was just beautiful to see, bro. So she definitely goes A. Tsumugi, okay, here we go, bro. V3, I loved V3 so much, alright? All the way up to the final trial. I always had heard that people didn't care for the ending. It's either they didn't care for it or they loved it. Me, I wasn't particularly in the camp for either. I didn't like some stuff about it. I did like some stuff about it. Tsumugi, I didn't like her as the final villain. I'm sorry, bro. Fuck that. She was good. I liked her more before she revealed herself, honestly. I kinda had the feeling that she was the mastermind when I saw Junko looking at the big Monokuma head, right? I was like, you know, who's the only girl here who has the height for that? And who cosplays? I was like, she had the cosplay, like, chickenpox shits, alright? She had that, but what if she lied? You know, I mean, it could have been something else that caused that reaction, you know? But it just turns out, you know, everybody was fake. Well, it's up for interpretation if the world is fake or not. But I don't know, bro. I didn't really like that twist. She was mid as a villain. She was just trying to copy Junko. That's why I said Junko's A, because she literally causes everything to happen in every game. UDG, Danganronpa 1, Danganronpa 2, Danganronpa V3. I mean, if we're being real, 53 of them. But yeah, Tsumugi, you go C. Where do you go? You know, I'll put you in the top of C because I still didn't really know that you were the villain till the very end. So I think you deserve that. Fake Byakuya, I forget. I don't know if we ever learned his name, so I'm saying I don't know enough. And Hero, he's a stoner guy. He's high. He can go C. You know, you go in front of Hina. And Anji, you know what, Anji? You can go behind Miyu. Because even though Miyu did some bullshit, you did some bullshit too. That cult you started, I did not fuck with it. That was really messed up, dog. I don't really care about D. Sorry, Mekamaru Mondo and that redhead guy, I mean the red-eyed guy fans, Leon fans, Mikan fans, if she has any fans. I fucking doubt it. Hifumi, if Hifumi has any fans, I will fight you myself. Teru, is that his name? It's Teru. It's either him or I want to say Tanaka, but I know his name isn't Tanaka. Well, those 5, I really don't know much about them, you know, so. And then S, we have Chiaki number 1, Kokichi number 2, Kyoko number 3, Nagito 4, Kaede 5, Maki 6, Shuichi 7. I like this. And then A looks pretty solid to me. You know, I'll put Kibo. I'll put Celeste towards the back. I'll put Celeste at the very back of A. I think Toko deserves to be here. I think Rantaro deserves to be here. Kibo, Ibuki, Gonta, Byakuya, Hajime, Kaito, and Junko. And then B, I pretty much feel good with my list so far. I think I did a pretty good job. In my opinion, I know there's going to be a lot of people who disagree. Some people may agree too, though, which I like that. We can talk about it down below in the comments, and I'll see you in the next Danganronpa video.